Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ADLINA binti ZAINAL ABIDIN. I am from group number 1. So today my group is going to present to all of you chapter 4, Network Architectures, and we focus entirely on client-server network issue, which is overloaded web service. A small introduction. In the era of accelerated technological advancement, the number of internet users has grown steadily with the advent of the World Wide Web, WWW. In Malaysia, there were 29 million people who accessed the internet in 2019, according to Statista Research Department. Occasionally, however, every popular web server experiences transient overload. An overloaded web server typically displays signs of its affliction within a few seconds. The web response times are not always caused by a network congestion, but often by overloaded and non-responding web servers. This is our table of contents. First, why you choose the issue. Second, objectives. Third, findings. Fourth, observation. Fifth, suggestion. And sixth, conclusion. Why we choose the issue? We choose the issue on overloaded web server because it is a relevant topic in the world today, as at least 9 over 10 of internet users in the world might have faced this issue once in their lifetime. Perhaps with this study, we could expose the causes, signs, and prevention of our research topic. We have 3 objectives. First, to identify the causes that lead to an overloaded web server. Second, to expose signs of web server overload. And third, to demonstrate the prevention of overloaded web server.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is FARZANA binti HARON. My metric number is 1182512. I will continue with number 3, which is findings. For findings, they have 3 main points, which is the causes that lead to an overloaded web server, the signs of overloaded web server, and the last one is prevention of web server overload. The causes that lead to an overloaded web server. First is satisfied in traffic. Satisfied in traffic is most common causes that lead to an overloaded web server. This problem happens when too many people attempt to visit the website at the same time, and this is lead to overload on the server. Sometimes the overload can be in short time, but the damage from the effects on business reputation can be limited. For an example, the most popular website, which is e-commerce. What is e-commerce website? E-commerce websites are online portals that facilitate online transaction of goods and service through means of the transfer of information and funds over the internet. E-commerce website examples such as Shopee, Lazada, Prestomall, Lelong, and more. The website commonly will crash soon after any big sale like 11/11 and 12/12 deals. Sometimes it is only take a couple of days to resolve the problem and the website will recover as usual. Next, the second causes is denial of service and distributed denial of service, DOS and the DOS attack. Denial of service will shut down a machine or network. This attack normally flooding the target with traffic or sending many information that trigger a crash. Flood attacks occur when the system receives too much traffic that make the server buffer for a long time and causing the server to slow down and eventually stop. Next is distributed denial of service, DOS. Is malicious attempt to disrupt the normal traffic of a target server, service or network by overwhelming the target or its surrounding infrastructure with a flood of internet traffic. The traffic can consist anything such as incoming message, request for connection, or fake packets. And the last one is computer viruses and worms. Computer virus can be triggered by the activation of their host, meaning the virus will spread through human activity. and computer worms can be spread automatically without human initiation, which have the ability to self-replicate and can create tons of copies of themselves to send to other computers. Both viruses and worms are malicious programs, or known as malware, that can overload web server so bad. Next is sign of overloaded web server. First, the sign is displaying error code. Error code consists of a digit number and a brief message describing the error. It only appears when the web page running into a problem, such as loading for a very long time. The server will return an HTTP error code such as 500, 502, 503, 504, 408, and many more. The error code not used by all software or server, because some software have their own set of error code, error numbers and message, which can refer on their official website. Next is resetting or denying TCP connection. TCP reset instructs both sender and receiver to cease the current transfer of data, but when it detects malware, commands the client and the spyware host to stop. For example, web server refuse or reset TCP connection before it returns any content. And the last sign is delivering partial content. The server returns only part of the content that was requested probably because of bug, malware attacks, or server overloaded.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is SYAFIQAH binti SARIFUDDIN and my metric number is 1182513. And so I'll be presenting the next finding, which is preventions of web server overloaded. There are two preventions that can be done, which is the first one is by utilizing a server load balancing solution. So the load balancing is the flow of incoming network traffic to each of an organization server by distributing the traffic across the group of servers as a whole. The load balancer ensures that no server is overworked, and if the server does goes down, the load balancer redirects traffic to remaining online servers that exist. The load balancer also will act as the traffic cop for your server, which is a client, and routing the client requests across all servers and fulfilling those requests in maximized speed. And the second prevention that can be done is by employing a content delivery network, which is CDN. So the content delivery network, CDN, offer fast and reliable content delivery and reduce communication bandwidth by caching and replication. The CDN function is to support scalability, to increase reliability and performance, and to provide better security for end users. The CDN also can load faster for web and mobile users. It will also quickly scalable and during heavy traffic on the server. It also much better site performance and minimize risk of traffic spike at point of origin and ensuring the site stability. The CDN content delivery network also helps e-commerce sites such as Shopee or Lazada website to deliver content quickly and efficiently even during heavy traffic on the server, especially for 11/11 deals. So that's all from the findings, and we'll continue with ADLINA for the next slide.
As for observation, we choose a platform called Shopee as our example for this issue. Shopee is the most visited electronic commerce platform in Malaysia. There are errors when users are trying to access to the Shopee application or its official website, especially during peak campaign day or during server processing downtime, as this e-commerce platform offers mind-blowing discounts on specific time and date once a month, such as 11/11 Big Sale and 12/12 Birthday Sale. Some orders may experience a delay in response ranging from a few minutes to several hours. Such delays usually happen due to the sudden unusual amount of traffic in a short period of time, causing a server overload and longer processing or payment synchronizing time. As a solution, Shopee suggested their sellers to request a screenshot of the customer's to-pay page or their order ID and request a screenshot of the payment received from the buyer. Then the seller can inform Shopee customer service on behalf of the buyer or alternatively inform buyers to directly check with Shopee customer service to check on the processes of their transaction.
So the next slide is about suggestions. As we mentioned before, the issue on overload web server is coming from the shortcoming of client-server network itself. Although it is beneficial to have a centralized model for data storage, security, network applications, and network admins, it is important to note that this model with single server network will also give more chances of server getting bottlenecked. Hence, one of the ways to counter this problem is by using client-server networks based on multiple servers. So, what is the benefit of these multiple servers? By using multiple servers, it can accommodate more connections and services, help keeps running the system, and can also cost significantly less per month rather than constantly adding resources to the single server. Besides, multi-server configuration results in faster website load times during peak hours and effectively decrease downtime for a website if one server fails to configure. So why we choose multiple servers? This is because even if there is a server that fails to function normally, other servers will still operate as usual to counter the servers that had already failed. The next slide, the last slide, is conclusion. In conclusion, the primary benefits of this study is its ability to convey the factors, signs, and preventions of overloaded web server. This can help in giving insights to network users and network administrators, especially in handling the issue. Additionally, websites nowadays is utilized heavily by the public as means of online shopping, and it is certainly used by students in completing their studies. By capitalizing on this trend, a research such as this is important in making sure the process of using the networks is working efficiently and effectively on both sides of clients and servers itself. That's all from us. Thank you.